Hello, and welcome back to Uncrank'd TV with your girl D.I.V.A. Thank you all for the positive feedback. It really means a lot. Also, if you didn't check out the Uncrank'd TV short, we currently have over 100 followers on YouTube. Alright, let's get into it. Have you seen this adorable pizza cover for the Playdate? It's currently out of stock, but make sure to bookmark the page and follow Playdate on social media to see when the pizza cover will be back in stock. Great! Now I have a craving for a pizza. What should I order?
Pineapple.
A pizza with pineapple? Let's not go there. That is a highly controversial topping for a pizza. What pizza should I order? Uncrank'd fans, let me know in the comments below. The winning pizza will be in the next episode. The latest episode of the Hello Playdate podcast is out now. Make sure to give Dawn, Nick, and Ryan a listen on the podcast platform of your choice. DigitalMumbles posted a video of new and upcoming Playdate games to wishlist. Make sure you check it out and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. The link is in the description below. Uncrank'd subscriptions went live on August 15. Here's a breakdown of each subscription type. Currently, there is a limit for the Digiprint and print subscriptions. A digital subscription costs $10.99. It's 4 digital issues from October 2024 to July 2025. With this subscription, you would get the zine on launch day. A drive link will be sent to you to download. This will include the Fun in the Sun 2025 digital zine in July 2025. If there is physical merch that interests you, reach out to Zania and she'll see what she can do for you. The print subscription costs $50.99. It's 4 issues from October 2024 to July 2025. This will include the Fun in the Sun 2025 zine and the option to add one merch item. Zania will do her best to mail out the physical copies before launch day. Keep it locked to Uncrank'd on social media for details. The Digiprint subscription costs $56.99. 4 issues, print and digital, from October 2024 to July 2025. Just like the print subscription, you would get the digital, then the print. Zania will do her best to mail out the physical copies before launch day. Each issue has a merch theme. I'll tell you more about this at a later date. Another donation of $35 was made to the Ablegames for the Playdate Community Direct zine for a total of $70 to date. Just a quick reminder that the Playdate Community Direct Autumn Edition will be on October 24th. It's that time again to submit your trailers by September 14th at midnight PST. Also, don't forget to let us know what is your favorite Playdate song so it can be played on the drums by Narthex. The form links are in the description below. Fat Nose Games just released the sequel to Along Came a Spider. Make sure you check out Along Came a Spider, Valley of the Hollow for $4 or the bundle with all of their games for $6. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back.
Agents of Groove, a Playdate rhythm game by Synaptic Sugar.
Welcome back to Uncrank'd TV. Let's get into my favorite segment, Uncrank'd 180. This week, it's Synaptic Sugar, the dev team behind Agents of Groove, as seen during the Playdate Community Direct in July.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Wildbat, a software engineer by day and game programmer by night, but previously also by day. Together with Nethercat, I started Synaptic Sugar, a small indie development team dedicated to creating humorous, imaginative, unique games for most ages. Since for the moment we're the only people on board, I generally deal with programming, design, and music, while Nethercat takes care of art, animation, and graphic design.
Name and describe your games.
Agents of Groove is the game we're currently developing for Playdate. It's a humorous story-driven rhythm game with a dynamic soundtrack in which we play as the new recruit in a group of undercover secret dancers and join them on an adventure around the world as they stumble upon an evil plan and attempt to stop it, sometimes getting in their own way. Some of the gameplay is similar to traditional rhythm games, where players are required to press buttons at the right time. But the presence of the crank and some twists in mechanics offer more variety throughout the game. The story is told mainly through conversations between levels, additionally adding opportunities for humorous moments of rest.
Was the game an idea you had a long time ago? A reimagining of a game? Or something spur of the moment?
The idea for this particular game came entirely from the Playdate having a crank as an analog input. When the Playdate was first announced, we brainstormed game concepts that would make use of the crank, and originally came up with a much simpler game in which you would spin a disco ball by turning the crank in time, with music playing in the background. If we had stuck with that, we probably would have shipped this game long ago. Instead, we started developing a story that would tie together the game levels. And as we did that, it became clear that adding some variety and complexity to the gameplay could be beneficial for what we aimed to create. The disco ball crank mechanic is still in the game, but there's also a lot more now.
How was the game design process from idea to final release? Did you run into any issues?
Agents of Groove is still in development, so anything can still happen until we finally hit the release button. Beyond the initial effort to become familiar with a new platform and its limitations, this was an opportunity for us to learn how to work together effectively on this type of project. I've been a programmer in the games industry before, and Nethercat has done art and graphic design before. But creating an indie game from start to finish is a wholly different type of endeavor. Doing this while having day jobs and kids to boot has proven to be quite a challenge. And on top of all that, many things on this project were firsts for us. We haven't made a rhythm game before, so there was a lot of research and prototyping to do, particularly around areas where code and music intertwined. We also haven't worked with 1-bit art before, so developing an art style that felt right, and sticking to it throughout the game, has been, and still is, an ongoing process.
What made you choose this game genre?
The decision to make a rhythm game came partly from wanting to have the disco ball crank mechanic I mentioned in a type of game where it would make sense, and partly from seeing the type of games that came out originally in Playdate Season 1 and that were available on itch.io, given catalog didn't exist yet. Around the time we pitched this concept to Panic, circa January 2023, there was a distinct lack of rhythm games at the time, but we thought the Playdate could be a good platform for something like this. As with much of game development, we hoped to be able to create something unique that didn't exist before, but also something new for us that we could learn from.
What game console did you have growing up?
I first started playing games on a Commodore 64 when I was 5, including hits like Impossible Mission, Summer Games, and Ghostbusters. I then moved to the Amiga 500, where I eventually started taking the first real steps toward learning how to make games. Only when the Game Boy came out, I finally had a dedicated game console, and spent quite a lot of time with it, taking it everywhere.
Are you happy with where your game is currently?
One of our goals was to make games with healthy production processes, and I think we have found a workflow that works well enough for us and our particular circumstances, and allows us to make progress without losing our minds. There's only so much we can do within a given week, but we've been steadily moving forward, and in fact we can consider Agents of Brew feature complete at this point. We're very eager to send it out into the world, but there is still a lot of work to do to get to the end as we build out the rest of the levels, create more art, compose more music, etc. And we might still look for some help to finish it all up if necessary. If all goes well, however, we hope to release the game close to the end of 2024.
Is there anything else you want the community to know?
Follow us on the web or on social media.
Synaptic Sugar and Panic Inc. will be at PAX West from August 30th to September 2nd in Seattle, Washington. Panic will even have a PAX-exclusive Playdate bundle. Pass by and say hi to any Playdate devs who are there, and remember to always #support Playdate devs. Let's get back into the news. Issue 1 print has sold out. Issue 2 stock is very low. Zania is waiting for more stock from the printer, along with the Fun in the Sun zines and the Terrorween mini bundle zines. Zania apologizes for the delays in fulfilling orders. Time for this episode's Dev Shoutouts.
A curse has befallen the pond and trapped the ducklings. Luckily, you are not only a duck but also a wizard. Yes, a wizard duck. That's a normal thing. See, you have a hat and staff. You didn't find them lying around. You definitely got them from wizard school. Now, use your duckly powers to break reality and restore order to the pond. How to play. Use the D-pad to jump between the tops and sides of blocks. You can jump into the reflections and use them to cross to other blocks. When standing on top of duckling blocks, use the crank to destroy the block. Free all ducklings to complete a level. Some blocks have special abilities. When standing on top of these blocks, use the crank to activate them. Art by Holly Briggs. Code by Dan Hine.
Dive into Pappyshow, where you use a closet mirror to express yourself in hopes of catching the eye of your secret crush. This game invites you to stream your creative moves as you reflect in front of your closet mirror. Each performance is your chance to impress and share a piece of your heart. Get ready to show off your charm and dazzle your love interest. How to play. Move around with the D-pad. Press B to toggle through the body parts. Press it to automatically rotate the toggled part. Crank to manually rotate the toggled part.
If you haven't checked out these games, make sure you do by clicking the links in the description below. Uncrank'd is accepting short trailers up to 1 minute so you can show off your game. Reach out to Zania and she'll make arrangements to get you on Uncrank'd 180. We're also accepting other Playdate-related news. Thank you for tuning in for episode 2. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and follow Uncrank'd on social media. You can also support Uncrank'd by buying some tea. This is D.I.V.A signing off.